You wouldn't want to have to admit you.
Oh, mine's supposed to go first. Okay. God. Well, good morning, everybody. I wanted to tell you that I think the announcement that we made yesterday is just fantastically good for the state of Ohio. It's particularly going to be good for people up in the northern part of our state. But as a result of the influx of dollars that will come, it clearly will put us in a position to have the flexibility we need to create or to bring up and complete projects that are critical to infrastructure. Ohio is within 600 miles of 60% of the country. There are people that are moving their operations here as a result of the access that we have to population. So it's critical that our infrastructure is 21st century first class so people can move things. Once they're here, they've got to be able to move things. I think we've come up with a very unique plan, and I really want to salute the staff that worked on this for two reasons. One, no one found out about it, which was in and of itself a miracle. And secondly, the creativity of this project is something that I think will be studied again in Ohio, and I think will be copied in other states where they have assets that are where the value has not been unlocked. So with this turnpike, and I know in Columbus, we don't quite, in central Ohio, we don't quite understand the sense of passion and the sense of emotionalism that is tied to this turnpike. It was important for us to hear what people said, thought, what were concerned about. And so what we've ended up with here, as we looked at all the alternatives, just not based on shouting or criticism, but something that I thought would be in the best interest of our state, we will be able to issue bonds against the revenue flow from the turnpike. It will produce through two tranches the minimum of $1.5 billion of additional funding, and that'll probably produce as much as $3 billion when you take into account the federal match and you take into account the local matches that would be available. Initially, we would get about $1 billion, and included in the plan is freezing of tolls for people who travel on the turnpike for 30 miles or less, and an inflation increase on tolls for those that travel greater distances on the turnpike. And that number is actually lower than what the historic increase in tolls have been. In addition to that, people don't like to admit it who love this turnpike, but the turnpike is in disrepair. The turnpike's base is eroding, and so it's going to be necessary for us to fix the turnpike, and we will put more money into maintenance and rebuilding parts of the turnpike than we have seen. In addition to that, we believe that this, based on federal estimates, that this plan will probably be more, but we think a minimum of 65,000 jobs will be created. Now, I never thought that I would ever be talking about shovel-ready jobs, but these are shovel-ready jobs, and Jerry Gray will take you through the process. But as a result of the significant increase in revenue that will come about because of a creative plan, it's going to free up funds and provide more flexibility for improvements all across Ohio, and it will strengthen our entire transportation system. You know, the plan came out yesterday, and so far we have the operating engineers, they are very highly skilled, very highly trained workers, have endorsed this program. The Ohio Trucking Association, the Ohio Contractors, I'm pleased to say the Teamsters, Local 436, that's a union located up on the Turnpike, have endorsed this to Greater Cleveland Partnership, the Dayton Chamber of Commerce, the County Engineers Association. I assume Alex Fisher is going to endorse this morning, or he will not be recognized. Joe Roman, as you know, he's Alex's counterpart in Cleveland. I was proud yesterday to be with Mayor Jackson, who's my great partner up in the in the city of Cleveland. He and I have done many things together. He is a fabulous guy. State Rep Bill Patman, a Democrat member of the legislature. Mayor Jerry Ruby, mayor up in the north, Mayor Persiak, Lorain County Commissioner Tom Williams, Portage County Commissioner Tommy Joe Marsilio, Williams County Commissioner Brian Davis, and Mayor Don Robart, to just name a few of the people that have gotten around this plan in 24 hours. It's pretty good. So we think we have broad support. People are recognizing this, I think, is really a win-win for Ohio, and I'm very excited about what we have done here. So.